All right, good morning, good morning. Go over my analysis here in a minute and what I'm looking for. All right, good morning, good morning. Okay, so really what I'm looking for is this unfilled daily fair value gap to get hit today. That is this guy up here. And so we just took previous day high, but I don't think we stopped there. I'm looking for continuation longs. We dropped down overnight into this daily fair value gap right here, which led to a London low being created after that. So we dropped down into it, went higher. From midnight open, we dropped lower, took out this low right here into this fair value gap, which was a 1 hour fair value gap. So drops lower into that, and that's where London low was created. So I want to see that be the low of the day right here. Because to me, that's technically a protected low since it traded lower into an hourly, and then that led to NFP having a strong bullish move higher. Previous day high was my first target. That was hit, so my next target is this unfilled daily fair value gap. I alerted my Discord that I'm looking for a move lower at the opening bell into like one of these fair value gaps, um, to then get continuations long, so something like this. So opening range manipulation lower is preferred. If it doesn't happen, I'll have to reassess, but big opening gap up too, so it would make sense to see like a little bit of a retracement. It doesn't need to. Sometimes when it opens up this big, it can just take off and run without me, which would be fine. Like if it traded up here to my primary target without getting any kind of entry, and it leaves all of this imbalance right here, at that point I could just reassess and look for like a TGIF short if it were to present itself. So that's really my thinking going into the day. We'll see what we can do here though. I don't really want to use this 15-minute fair value gap because it's way too premiumed. I would expect a little bit more of a retracement. So if I take a fib from this low, because that's the most recent impulse or where it originated from, this 15-minute is not, it's too high up in the range. I want to see something like a return to equilibrium, but yeah, we'll see. Might take off without me. Definitely don't want to force anything here today with it being a Friday and being up on the week. Just want to finish strong. And if that means not taking a trade today, then it means not taking a trade today. It's been a pretty boring week for me though. I let's see, I had a break even Monday. Uh, took a win on Tuesday. That was a nice win. And then Wednesday I took a break even and then a small loss, and then a break even on Thursday. So not really a whole lot. I'm gonna set an alert up here on ES just if it eventually takes this high right here. I want to know. And I'll also set an alert at this right here because if there could be like some fair value gap SMT, meaning NASDAQ looks a little bit weaker and it traded into this fair value gap while ES didn't, to me that would be meaningful, especially if we started to get like some lower time frame confirmation of higher prices. I'll keep this on my chart just to get an idea of where we're at in the range. All right, so I like this initial push lower. That's what I was looking for. And we left some smoothness up here. So I would assume people think we're bearish because we took this previous day high and are having a strong move lower. Maybe people are seeing this as like resistance. Okay. Hit that fair value gap. I prefer to see it go a little bit lower just to get into discount. So if we could do something like, I don't want to just see it tank because then this leg down would be not good. If it could do something like this, then I'd like that better. Also want to measure this opening range gap. So the 25% level's like right in line with equilibrium of the range. So we'll see how we react to this one right here. There is SMT there. I honestly want to see this hold. I don't want to see this inverse yet. All right, so that did inverse. Um, I honestly wish that didn't happen. I want to see it poke lower, but there is SMT at that fair value gap, and we're so bullish, so I don't know. See how we react to this 2 minute. If we get a close above that, then I could go long. It's worse. It's worse risk to reward, but it's just like more confirmation for me. Okay. This is looking good. So it'd be something like that, and then hold for there. I could even put like a limit right here if it closes above that, because then this is the breaker. We'll see how we react here though. All right, so I'm in that. Stop at that low, holding for that. Want to make sure my trade copier is working real quick. All right, seems to be good. I do wish I got in on this one, but what can you do? I'm already not liking it, honestly. But these guys need a hold right here, so. Plus, I mean, it is exactly what I wanted to see. Like I mentioned, the SMT at this Fair Valley gap right here, so. And I think that unfilled daily is just our obvious target. Yeah, this would have been much better risk to reward, but this was like um, just waiting for more confirmation there. So that's fine. I'll live with it. If I got down on this entry though, I would have been able to like take partials because really right here I'm not gonna be able to take partials if we reach up here. I just wish we had reached equilibrium because if this trade fails, I think that'll be the reason is that it didn't reach equilibrium of the range. All right, so it looks like SMT might be getting made right here. Yeah. So I would need to see that hold. Okay, so SMT there. This needs to hold. Okay, yeah, looks like we're gonna stab lower, take my stop. Yeah, I mean, I should have waited for equilibrium. It's just this looked pretty good. This would just need a hold again. If it saves me, that'd be great. We got the macro coming up here. It's 9:49, so best case scenario, this holds, this little gap inverses, and then 950 macro sends us higher. But my confidence level in that happening is kind of low. I would need to see this. Okay, there's a 2 minute there, so this 2 minutes really what I need to be looking at. Need to see this. If this holds, then trade's getting stopped out. But there's fair value gap SMT, and now there's internal SMT right here. What was that? All right, so stopped out right there. Yeah, it looks like we want to go to equilibrium. Let me make sure my other accounts followed. Yeah, okay. All good there. Okay, so yeah, next thing to do is just wait and not force anything now. Because the bias could be wrong. This could be a reversal from previous day high, but I still don't think that. Like, I think I'm still in the right on looking for higher prices towards this. But like I mentioned that if this trade's wrong, I think it's just a matter of going back to equilibrium because we fell short of that there. But now that we just hit it, I think it's still in play because we have all of this engineered buy side now. Yeah. And then this would be like a breaker. So I honestly think this trade is still valid. I think this was a stop run. And I'll give it one more try. If it's wrong, then I'm done for the day. But I still think we're going higher. All right, so I'm trying one more time. Need to check my other accounts. Okay, we're good. Take off majority of the position right here is because that is a 1 to 2. So I'll take off 4 right there. And then hold 1 for unfilled daily. Last try here though. I just do not want to force anything on a Friday again. This does look like a really good setup though. Pretty much exactly what I was looking for and everything. Yeah, and ES just wanted to stab lower to get that 15-minute fair value gap. So we'll see. This high is important to me because it's the current high of the day. I'll move stops up to the bodies right here. And then once we start breaking like above this, I'll move to break even. Okay, so I need to see this hold. We're trading into this breaker right here in these fair value gaps. Okay, so now that we traded into these, left this high here, if we were to leave this intact and then take this high, then I'd go break even on that because I would expect this to be like a protected low, and that's right around my entry, so I'd be fine with going break even at that. We got 10 a.m. open coming up here in a second too. I don't want to see a 10 a.m. open low. That might end up hitting stop loss because of that. So I really would prefer to see it start to go now. I don't like my stop loss is too close now to when we're about to open. So yeah, I need to see this. I need to see some distance created away from my stop loss to withstand the 10 a.m. open low if we're going to be bullish. All right, so we'll see. But we are leaving this hourly fair value gap now. All right, so a lot of volatility there already. So I would like to see this left open. Okay, so break evens hit right there. I like this push. Let's get that final push right here. Take that high. What do you guys think? You think we make equal highs and then come all the way back down? That'd be funny. No, I just want to see a push now. It's 10 a.m. open. I was fortunate enough to not get stopped out by a 10 a.m. open low. So it should be speed now above this. That's what I would want to see because it engineered equal highs. Has people thinking it is strong resistance. I want to see it plow through it. And then once this high does get taken, there will be SMT because I'm looking for this high on NASDAQ and ES is all the way down here. So good news is I'm trading the stronger index, but it's honestly looking like some sloppy price action because everything's just uncorrelated. So hopefully we're still in the clear here. It's edging it for sure. Not gonna get emotional. Gonna leave it there. Stops at break even. We're all good. I'm gonna move my stop loss just a little bit higher. It's right below 10 a.m. open because I wouldn't want to see it go all the way back down here. Then I would definitely be wrong. But first target, primary target for the day, unfilled daily. If you want the honest truth, yes, I'm not entirely comfortable right now because I would have rather it just poke up there and take it, but I know that's the emotional part of me talking, and I'm just like I gotta think with the analyst part of my trader mind and think that this idea is still 100% intact. We're still good. Don't get emotional. Just keep holding for that high. It's all good. And then once that gets hit, I'll trail my stop loss to like some recent low. I'll probably trail it to like right here, like my last contract, and just hold for, again, that unfilled daily fair value gap. This is crazy. Thank you. All right, change this. Trail. Check my other accounts, make sure we're good. Okay, we're solid. Whoops, we're solid. Now we just hold and we wait and we don't care because we got a nice trade for the day. Honestly, like that first trade, I did not have a lot of confidence in because we edged that equilibrium. And I think for that reason, I should have risked lower on it. I should not have risked my maximum amount because I entered on the manipulation of this 15-minute candle lower, this one right here, and it didn't hit this equilibrium. And so that was this move right here. I thought this was the fake move lower to start the day, and then I missed this entry right here. And so I said, okay, that's fine. There's a 2-minute up here. I'll enter on a close of the 2-minute. That was just at that point, it went lower. It wanted to stab here one more time um, to then hit equilibrium, and then the setup occurred again. So good learning lesson. It would have been very hard for me to not take this trade just because we didn't hit that equilibrium. Like everything else was pretty much there. We had SMT, we had the inversion fair value gap, we had really everything I needed in a setup besides falling short of that equilibrium. Sometimes it doesn't always need to get hit, especially when we're super bullish. But I was willing to take that risk. I took it, but had a nice bounce back here. So I think this could be the low of the morning session. Yeah, but bullish prices were alerted in my free Discord um, prior to 9 a.m. open or 9:30 a.m. open. So right here. Um, so yeah, if you wanted to be a part of that, I have the link in the description. So feel free. All right, so that's good. ES hit this high, and so it looks like it's making a run for that one. So yeah, I would assume that we're just gonna be bullish for a long time here now, and this is a good target. Okay, so my trailing stop is all the way down here. Um, I don't know. Like I wanna. I'm in the process of trying to like get better at holding runners, and I feel like a lot of the times I have the runner too tight because if we look at like higher time frames, a retracement is allowed based on like I mean, really in this leg right here, there's no 5 minute fair value gaps, and I wouldn't want to see price go all the way down here to this 5 minute. So it's like I think it should be just a steady run up. Like I think the manipulation for the morning happened right here. I'll trail it right here. Even though these are equal, I wouldn't want to see us go back below, too far back below this level of liquidity right here. Yeah, so now we're in this 5 minute fair value gap. Okay, so stop hit right there. Good trades, good trades. Happy with that. Let me check my other accounts real quick. Make sure all is good. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we're good. That very well very well could have been a stop loss or stop rate right here for continuations higher. That's fine. I don't really care. I'm happy to get mine and get out. Overall, really good trade. Good finish to the week. Good bounce back from that initial loss right here. So because ended up being a stop rate. But I still think this is the target for the day. I think this is the low of the morning session. I wouldn't expect us to go all the way back down here, and if we do, I would consider us probably bearish. Like to me, it just doesn't make sense to go all the way back down here just to sweep this one more time to continue going higher. Like I think this is important right here, like these highs. Um, yeah, and how we react around them. So either way, I got mine for the day. But yeah, probably gonna call it there just because no reason to keep staring at the charts. Already took my trades. Um, Ended up plus on the week, not as much as I should have been if this loss wasn't taken, but um, yeah, still good because I was able to bounce back from that. So yeah, definitely gonna stop there. Gonna hop off. Hope everyone has a good weekend, and yeah, good luck to you. See you guys.